Do what?
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 Dude, you know what I heard today?
What?
That your mother and a horse got it on in Mexico.
Kind of felt bad for the horse. Get the fuck out of here.
That's how we should start the podcast off.
What's up? What's up? Six Sensei here, bringing you Two Sick TV's podcast, episode whatever.
5. Number 5.
Episode 5. I'm here with my boy, of course.
Sick Lawless.
What's up, buddy?
Chilling, bro. Got a couple brews in me. Feeling good.
Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Good
Love
shit.
me some Bud Light. Was on that Miller Light, but found out it tastes kind of stale compared to Bud Light.
It's made
Mud
with
Light.
potatoes, I believe.
See how drunk I am? I called it Mud Light. It
Mud
actually
Light.
starts with a B, not with an M.
We got an agenda here we need to get to.
Somewhat.
Two Sick Podcast, episode 5. Download only media for next gen console.
I'm calling
This is a rumor.
shenanigans.
This is a rumor that we scooped up off a couple websites, and a bunch of people believe that the next gen console is going to be download only. That means the disc base is gone. That means no brick and mortar stores, no GameStop, no nothing, no Amazon sending you disc. It's all going to be download only, Steam based, just like PC. PC already went there, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't think it's true.
No, I'm calling shenanigans.
I don't think
it's true either.
I think 10 years out, right? 10 years away, we might see, the beginnings of download only. Because right now, if you do research, you'll find that only less than 5% of the population who own some type of console. Now, this includes the Wii, which is a big deal. But less than 5%.
The Wii's a big deal?
The Wii's a big deal because this is what I'm saying here is a big deal. The Wii, most people don't connect that piece of poo-poo to the internet. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, less than 5% of console owners actually connect their console to the internet, which means that's less than 5% of people who can actually buy software, which is the money-making problem of video games. That's how you make money.
Yeah.
Programs. You got your software, video games. That's how you sell. That's how you make your money.
Yeah, I mean...
So we live in this bubble, right? We play on PS3. We play Call of Duty Black Ops. We play Battlefield, mostly first-person shooters, multiplayers. We live in a bubble that lets us believe that everybody's got the internet, which that's not true. That's not even close to being true.
Yeah, that's kind of blowing my mind right now that less than 5%
It's
of
true.
people
Look it up.
fucking connect their shit to the internet.
It's including the Wii. The Wii's the best-selling console right now of the next gen, the air quotes next-gen console. Most people don't connect it. So I'm guessing most of your PS3s and most of your Xboxes are connected to the internet, but the PC went there because 90% of PCs, if not more, are connected to the internet. That's why they have a successful download-only program.
Yeah, well, I mean, that makes, too much sense, right? If you have a PC, why would it not be connected to the internet?
Consoles aren't ready. That's what I'm saying.
Agreed.
I think we're going to see disc-based at least on the PS4, if not the PS5, still carrying it over. And then maybe PS6 or Xbox 1320, whatever you want to call it. If they even go the 720 route, maybe then you'll see where they actually break it away and go download only.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool and all, download only, and I mean, for us PS3 users, that's really awesome because we got this kind of file share thing going on over here. So, that's
game sharing.
Superb,
It's game sharing. And actually, for those of you who think you're doing something wrong, you may get caught. PlayStation has come out and said that is a part of the PlayStation process. Don't get me wrong; the developers are trying to get rid of that. Developers with Double Dragon, that sword game. They wanted you to be signed into PSN or you couldn't play the game. And if you tried to play the game without signing into PSN, you were kicked off the game for 24 hours. They did some really shady shit with that.
You know what's cool about that, though?
What?
That game's crap.
That game's crap anyway. But, anyway, the developers are trying to get around that. And I think that's half the reason Activision brings their stuff to the Xbox first.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to make the most money off of it right away on the Xbox. You can't blame them for that.
I blame them for everything.
Well,
I blame them for not bringing dedicated servers. It's time.
All right. Yeah, it's time, But
Battlefield has it. And for those of you naysayers who say Battlefield on consoles doesn't have dedicated servers, believe me when I tell you, if you haven't seen it already, if you haven't had the proof, I know what I'm talking about for the most part. I gotta throw a little disclaimer in there.
For the most part.
Battlefield has dedicated servers.
Which means 0 to
9. It means 0 to 9.
Anyway.
Battlefield has dedicated servers, at least on the PS3. I've seen a game dwindle down to nobody.
Yeah.
It's a server. We connect to that server. Everybody connects to one server. That's on the backbone of the internet.
Like, I completely
always
agree
get a great
with you.
connection.
I would stand by, you on that 100%. Like, same connection, play on Black Ops, you're getting 2 to 3 bars, lagging out of matches all day.
The problem with Call of Duty, the reason they haven't gone dedicated servers yet is because Xbox won't allow them to. They're finally opening up the gates. Allegedly, Gears of War is going to get dedicated servers.
But that's an
Microsoft allegedly
exclusive. Though.
That is a Microsoft exclusive, but if they're allowed to do it there, they may be allowed to do it elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm praying. I'm on my freaking knees here, praying to God that they bring dedicated servers to Modern Warfare 3.
From a seasoned Gears of War player, the only complaint anybody's ever had for Gears is the host-based lag system. And
that's my problem. That's my only problem with Call of Duty Black Ops. If they decided to change one thing, if they looked at me and said, "Hey Mike, hey Six Sensei, if you wanted to change one thing in Call of Duty Black Ops, what would it be?" I wouldn't get rid of Second Chance. I wouldn't get rid of FAMAS. I'd tell them to unnerf the damn FAMAS. I would tell them to bring me dedicated servers. That's all I want. Because I could get a solid connection and I could go rape sauce all effing day long. No connection lag, no freaking 2 bars, no 3 bar garbage. Where I see collaterals lining up all day with my sniper rifle and I shoot and not even a hit marker.
That's because you're trash with the rifle.
So, in a perfect segue from Battlefield 3, I've actually heard some pretty decently bad news recently.
And what's that?
Battlefield 3 is going to run at 30 frames a second on console.
Shenanigans. I don't believe it. No way.
PC is getting 60 frames.
Alright, if they got 60 frames, they're also getting what? 64 players to the multiplayer?
64 players, and they're getting 60 frames a second.
There's no way we're getting half the size of the amount of players and half the map size and only getting half the
map size is not getting cut in half.
It's getting condensed.
It's getting condensed. Map size is getting condensed because we're only getting 24 players. That's 12 versus 12.
There's no way, dude. If Battlefield 3 runs at 30 frames per second, I'm not buying Battlefield 3.
It really does. It's already been announced. It's been confirmed. It's running at 30 frames a second. Now, Call of Duty generally runs at a smooth 60 frames a second.
Call it a napalm strike.
Until you notice that too? Napalm strike just makes it look like you're watching a slideshow come along. But yeah, Battlefield's going to run at 30 frames a second. Now, essentially, that's not going to make a big difference. From most of you may not know, movies run. If you watch a movie in the theater on your television, it runs between 24 and 32 frames a second. Your eyes really can't see it, but when you're doing that fast twitch shooters kind of thing, you start to notice it because you got the 30 frames a second doesn't make up for the lag of your television, for the lag of your TV. I mean, not your TV, but your console, for what you see. It doesn't make up that difference, and that's why Call of Duty locks in 60 frames a second, and it looks so freaking smooth.
So basically, what you're saying is for the nublets out there,
for the noobs
on 2 sensitivity, they're not going to notice, but
they're not going to notice.
People running on
you're going to
6
see
or higher, we're going to notice.
It's going to twitch when you start to move. That's what's going to happen.
That's BS, dude.
When you're running, when an airplane flies by at full speed, you're going to notice like that little jitter. It's called screen tearing. You're going to notice a little jitter.
I'm like a little disappointed.
I'm extremely disappointed because I'm going to pay $60 for a game that's not as good as what PC players pay $60 and get.
All right, and what did Bad Company 2 run at?
30 frames a second.
Really?
Yeah.
I might retract every statement I just made.
I know you like Battlefield for Bad Company 2. And like I said, it's not bad, but you do notice. You got to tell me, you notice a difference.
Every once in a while, like
you can tell. It's not horrible, but it's just the game's gonna run fine. But I just still feel like I'm getting gypped just a little bit, right? Even if they nerfed the PC version and said, hey, you guys are gonna run 24 player multiplayer, you're gonna get 30 frames a second. I wouldn't feel as bad. I would still feel happy. I feel like I'm getting gypped because I'm paying the same amount of money for a little bit less of a game.
Well, I mean, and once again, that kind of goes back to the PlayStation versus the Xbox thing. Like, can the Xbox support that big of a multiplayer game?
No. Well, it depends on if they get dedicated servers. I have no experience with the Xbox Battlefield Bad Company 2. I know it has dedicated servers on the PS3. I believe it has dedicated servers on the Xbox. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get it. Pick something off of there. Do the gamer tech, buddy.
All right.
This is what you're into. This I'm not into Star Wars, but
Right.
you're a big fan of the Star Wars.
You nerd?
But I must say, I saw the images of it. This does look. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars, but this does look pretty cool.
Super cool. Like for you nerd gamers out there who are like into mystical
Star Wars,
shit and Star Wars and all that. We have the gamer tech of this week is the Star Wars 360 Connect bundle.
Connect.
Okay.
Well, throw out the Connect, and I'm still happy.
All right, the 360 is designed after R2D2, which is like extremely badass. It makes the sounds and everything when you open and eject the disc and all that from the tray.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Wait. It makes the sounds?
Yes,
that's
it
cool
makes the
shit.
sounds.
That's cool shit. Okay,
Right.
Go ahead.
The controller is gold, like
C3PO, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
The
Connect.
The Connect sensor.
The controller's
itself is
gold,
white.
like
Yes.
fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 15th Prestige L96
Well,
gold.
it looks like a little cooler than that. Like I mean, the weapons in Black Ops gold kind of look like.
I'm moving on. Don't be hating. Come on.
Moving on. Yeah, like I think it's pretty cool, dude. It's pretty sweet. But like, am I gonna buy one? No, because I just bought a black one. Like freaking.
Why it's got to be
weeks
black?
ago. I mean, because that's the color Microsoft made it.
All right. Freaking gypsy. So you put in the agenda here that Crytek is working on a new IP and it's going to be an FPS. Now these are the guys that made Crysis 1. Now this game in 2007 was made, and all the way up until 2011 was the game that you wanted your PC to run on at 65 frames a second.
Yes.
That was the question. For 4 years, they made Crysis 1. Now they made Crysis 2 catered to the console players.
Yeah.
PC gamers pissed. They are furious because it said press start on the PC. They were mad about that.
Really?
They were PO'd because it said press start and there's no start button on the PC. So they were mad. They actually had to patch that in to make them happier. But anyway, do we give a flying fuck that Crytek is making another game?
I mean, like really, no. I played the multiplayer demo for Crysis 2, and it was nothing but Halo meets Call of Duty, but just sluggish. And dude, I really didn't care. Like, I'm at the point to where I could care less about your campaigns.
Yeah, I mean, I play the occasional campaign if I'm that interested in. Like, yeah. I want to play Infamous 2. I know it's coming towards me, but I'm not that interested in most campaigns.
Yeah.
I want to play Uncharted.
Right.
That's a great campaign that I've already invested time into first and second one. I want to play the third one, but. Yeah. And that kind of leads me to a big problem that we're having is I think gaming in general is kind of dying. And I know that's hard to say. People are going to go, wow, what do you mean? But we're kind of driving, me and you are kind of driving the gaming into like a Call of Duty Battlefield only. Like this is all people want to make. And they're not going to make those niche genres games like Prince of Persia and shit. Nobody wants to buy that, so they're going to stop making that. And I got to say, if there's no competition, then the games don't have anything to strive for. They're not going to fight to be better than their competition. And I honestly see that as a future problem. And we're doing this. This is our fault. What do you think about that, what I'm saying here?
Like, I completely, understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. But, like, the problem is with these developers not developing multiplayer games that go in just strictly campaign.
Like I played Mafia 2. Mafia 2 was strictly campaign, and it was a good game. But it didn't sell well because it wasn't Call of Duty.
No, it's not because it wasn't Call of Duty. It's because it was launched 7 years after the first game, which nobody cares about Mafia 2.
I mean, you love Mafia 1, but you still don't want to play Mafia 2.
Didn't play Mafia 2.
You don't want it's right here. I got it right here. You want to take it?
Not really, no, because it's so far after that happened. They didn't jump on the opportunity fast enough. And you
think a Grand Theft Auto 5 is gonna sell?
Dude, I'm so gonna buy Grand Theft Auto 5 when it comes out. So
you're telling me there's a possibility that I'm wrong?
It is a possibility that you're wrong, but Grand Theft Auto 5 is also gonna have a multiplayer.
You're right. It will have a multiplayer, but I don't know. I still feel like, and I'm not saying like tomorrow gaming is gonna die. I think we're killing off this smaller genre. Like the JRPG is dying.
Who gives a damn about JRPGs?
I don't give a fuck about a JRPG.
Like, I don't want to play some kid with spiky hair running around screaming about shit when he's got souls to
Without
summon and
competition,
swords to
you have nothing to strive for. You don't care?
I mean,
all right,
JRPGs,
guys, tell us
that
in the
was a bad
comments how you
response.
feel about what I said. Do you think that I'm kind of right that without competition, like Homefront come out, it sold mediocre.
But, like,
But without
Homefront doesn't
real
have a leg to
competition,
stand on.
without
Like,
real competition, the games don't have anything to strive for. Like, I'm so excited that Battlefield is actually going head to head with Modern Warfare 3. Granted, it'll never sell what Modern Warfare 3 is selling. It may be a better game. It may be reviewed as a better game overall. And it may be a newer game because Modern Warfare 3 is going to be a rehash of Modern Warfare 4 or Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2. It may be a better game, but it's not going to sell as much. But I'm glad there's competition because that means Activision needs to fight harder to make a better game next time, which means we get a better experience. That's what I'm looking for.
very true. So, me and Sensei here are okay with our gaming, but the rest of you guys are screwed if you don't play Modern Warfare.
If you don't play FPSs, which I doubt you're watching this if you don't play FPSs, but you know, I just feel like there's something's wrong. Something's wrong in the balance of gaming right now because there's
I mean, the linear story-driven game is dying off. It's all about the multiplayer. You know, everybody's stepping up to the. You say 5% of the people with consoles are connected to the internet, but I mean, if you don't have a multiplayer to offer or something better than just a campaign, people don't want to spend their $60.
Assassin's Creed put a multiplayer in, and Brotherhood sold mediocre there again.
Yeah,
but again, I think Brotherhood was just a cash grab.
Yeah.
Because that was just more of number 2.
That was more number 2. Should have been DLC.
Should have been DLC. You think they should have broken up Brotherhood?
Beta,
You think they should have broken up Brotherhood and the DLC, added it to number 2, and then threw in a multiplayer beta, come out with Assassin's Creed 3, and just gave us a whole new game based off of what Desmond was doing.
Yes, that's my personal.
I would love
towards
that.
It.
I would love that.
Cool, but
That's a good point. I think that's
like I didn't even play Brotherhood, and I love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that shit was awesome.
all right. To wrap us up here, Black Ops Resurrection multiplayer map pack. Is anybody else tired of the map packs coming out with Call of Duty? Tell us in the comments. Are you tired of the map packs?
Like,
are they even good enough?
I don't like. So far to date, there's one map pack that was worth half of my $15.
And it's the newest one, right?
It was the newest one.
I feel like it's a cash grab there again. I think they're just throwing them out there to make money.
Dude, like,
and they know we're gonna buy them.
Yeah.
We can't stop ourselves from buying them.
That's because half the maps that launched on the disc were crap anyway.
Nah, I like a lot of the maps. Crisis, everybody hates that map. I'm not that against it.
All right, how many maps launched on disc?
14.
How many maps do you like? Name them.
I'm not gonna sit here and name the maps that I like.
You like Summit,
I can tell you the
Newtown,
map.
Fire Range, Grid, WMD.
Mm-hmm.
That's 5.
You done? I like Array because I'm a sniper.
You like Array because you're a sniper, so that's 6.
The 6.
Name
I like
one
a lot
more.
more maps.
One more.
Many more maps.
Give me one more.
I can't think of it.
That's less than half that launched on the disc.
I can't think of. Anyway, I know I like a lot more maps. Or I like Havana. Now, get
All
played,
right,
punk.
That's 7.
Get played,
That's
punk.
7. So you like half the maps that launched on disc, and they're still shipping these
You put
crap
me on
maps
the
out
spot,
to
you
us for
gypsy.
$15.
Yeah.
Dude, this is garbage. And then you don't even get 5 maps.
No,
you get
that's the
4
worst
maps
part.
and then a zombie map.
I'm not a zombie player, but we get all these damn zombie maps.
Dude, the
Anyway,
people who play zombies are the people who suck at the multiplayer.
Oh,
they
no,
play
don't do
zombies.
that.
So
Don't
they're
do
going to play
that.
zombies all day, dude.
Don't do
it's like
that.
they don't have any friends or they suck at
Oh
multiplayer.
my God, you asking for trolls right now. You begging for trolls. Why don't you get on your knees and beg for trolls? Anyway, moving on. Guys, hit us up with questions at 2sicktv@gmail.com. You can also hit us up in the comment section below, and you can also hit us up at Twitter at 2sicktv. Simple enough. Anyway, guys, this is it. I'm Sick Sensei.
And Sick Lawless.
Peace.
Later.
On the way. Securing A. SR-71 online. Enemy spy plane incoming.
Throwing frag!
Spy planes in the air. We're close to victory. Hold the line. SAM turret ready for delivery. Mark the DZ. Enemy care package. SAM turret ready for delivery. Mark the DZ. Friendly SAM turret inbound. Losing B.
Down. Throwing grenade.
Your work is appreciated. Well done.